Hello guys, nice to see you. This is a new episode of Headliners, and today I have in my studio Dave. Dave, who worked in 6 major cryptocurrency exchanges. So, hey Dave, nice to see you here. Yeah, and my first question for you: for the last 6 years, you worked in a huge number of cryptocurrency exchanges. So, what was the main challenge for you? What was the hardest goal that you solved on this field?
First of all, thank you for having me here. For these 6 years, the hardest one was to understand how it works, because I tell you my background. I was working in OKX, I was working in MEXC, in Huobi, HTX today, and in BitGet. So all of these exchanges are Chinese.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all of these exchanges are Chinese, and I've been living in China for past 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so I can speak Chinese fluently. I do understand Chinese mindset. I don't understand what they want and how they want to deliver it. The hardest one was to be a bridge between local team, between Europeans and Chinese. This is the hardest one because, it's two absolutely different cultures. And Chinese people, they want everything to do in Chinese way.
What does it mean to do everything in Chinese way?
It's very specific. They have a way. How do they develop Chinese market?
Okay, how do they expand on a local market?
How do they expand Chinese market? And they want to have this way and use this way to expand European market, like CIS market, American market. So they don't understand that they need to localize everything. They don't understand that people are thinking differently from Chinese people.
Can you explain this type of difference in a details or in an examples?
Chinese people itself, they are gamblers, so they're going all in. They're absolutely crazy every time, including the influencers, including KOLs. So whenever you're closing the KOL, like you're closing a partner, in Chinese way, you give them rebate from the trading fees, and they're absolutely happy about it. So you don't have to give them any upfront fee, any fixed payment. So they're okay to work just for the rebate.
Okay, this is in China.
Yeah.
And in the rest of the world?
In the rest of the world, most of the people, they prefer to delegate the expenses. So they want and fixed payment and rebate and some exclusive stuff. For example, some exclusive campaigns for their users.
So this is the main one of the main difference, and that was the biggest challenge for you to
explain them.
To explain this.
Yeah.
Okay, can you answer me? What about all these exchanges, Huobi, HTX, Max, etc.? Do they already also work on a local Chinese market, or they are based in China? They are Chinese owners, but they work everywhere except of China.
All of these exchanges, they started from Chinese market.
Okay.
But then the situation has changed. So how it changed? China said crypto is not good. Crypto is not good. So they started to expand overseas market.
But at the same moment, they pay taxes in China.
Yeah, they did pay taxes in China. But then, by the end of the day, right now, legally, as I know, only OKX is operating in China legally.
Wow. So what is the most popular Chinese exchanges at the moment? Or it's completely,
in China,
it's completely prohibited in China?
In China, OKX for sure. OKX and Binance. Yeah, Binance is also more or less they are legal in China. Yeah.
So that's why OKX and Binance had the most amount of the liquidity, because they have Chinese market on board. Maybe this is the answer.
Yeah. So they have most of the Chinese people there. Most of the Chinese traders.
Usually I don't know where we're talking about, where we'll go with our discussion with our topic, but I want to ask you, what about futures? Because futures trading, this is popular in different regions. In some regions it's prohibited, like in Europe or maybe in the US, etc. What about the China?
Well, it's not prohibited. In China, the law is like this. So you cannot use crypto to pay for something. You can buy crypto, you can trade derivatives, but
you cannot pay.
Yeah, you cannot use cryptocurrency as a payment method. And also, if something happened to you on futures, so you got liquidated, for example, you think it's not fair that you got liquidated. You think that exchange has liquidated you on purpose. If they go to the police, so authorities will not help them. So the crypto itself, it's outside of the authorities' coverage. So if you get scammed in crypto, Chinese government will not help you. It's on you. All the risks are on you.
But at the same moment, you can trade.
Yeah.
Why the most number of the exchanges are based in China or was founded in China? Because the main major Bybit, Binance,
OKX,
BingX,
HTX, BingX,
all of them.
Coinbase.
Coinbase,
Crypto.com, it's US.
Yeah, only several of them in the US base.
Yeah. Because
why do you think about it? What is the foundation of it?
Because Chinese people, they're good at coding. First of all, they're really good at coding.
Okay.
Like they're good at fintech, very good at fintech. They're more modern, I would say. So if we are talking about US market, yeah, in US we also have like some very, very cool guys who is like deep in crypto, who is coding, who is understanding like nowadays trends. But most of the US system is very bureaucratic. So they're very old. So they're like 200 years behind the progress. Like when we were talking about fintech.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the main difference between all the exchanges that you worked for? Why you move from one to another? Or you just complete your task, completed your goal and move to another one?
Basically, yes. So I'm challenging myself so hard. Whenever I build something, I already built, it works. So it's not interesting for me to stay there and just keep it running because there is no challenging. It's not challenging for sure. I was able to go to Binance back in the day. I rejected it. I was like, nah, I'll not go. You know why? Because there is no challenges. Binance is already too big. I want to build something. I want to grow the entire region from scratch. And whenever I got an offer, I'm seeing like, oh, they're already big, so there is no work to do there, no challenges.
What was your role in all these exchanges, like growth manager or?
First exchange, it was OKX back in 2019. I was responsible for their social media and marketing. I built everything, so I was always responsible for the CIS market, for the Russian-speaking market. And then I built the entire community and social media from scratch for them. This challenge was already done for me, and it's too small. Social media was too small for me. Then I got an offer from Hobby. At that time, the name was Hobby. Now it's HTX. They offered me to be a regional growth manager, so be in charge of the entire region. That means everything what need to be done to get the region was on me. We are starting from the community. So community, localized customer support, localization of the entire platform, sales team, marketing team, and everything I built from scratch. So I was hiring people like first, some BDs, and then I hired a big team of the customer support because Russian-speaking region is very specific. It's very hard to grow it.
Can you explain it? Why it's specific?
Because they are very picky.
What does it mean?
That means that they want everything to be perfect.
Okay.
You got it, right? They want everything to be localized. They don't want to have a headache like, oh, I don't understand English. I cannot understand what this customer support is telling me. Like, I have an issue. I want my issue to be solved, but I don't understand what they want from me. So in this case, they're very picky. And the competition in the Russian market, like Russian-speaking market, is very high because at that time we had Binance, which is like the biggest one, the like really, really good exchange. I really love Binance. I used it myself as well. And yeah, people got used to the good things, the good service, good product, good liquidity, good everything. Everything should be perfect. So in this case, they're very picky.
What task do you fail during your career? What is your, let's say, black point?
To grow through the ceiling. So by the time when you're growing until certain amount of data, and then you get stopped. You cannot go upper. This is already a top, and you need to go higher. But in this case, you need to change. You need to have some significant changes. And these significant changes, I failed. I think I failed because I was not able to explain some things what we need to my upper management.
What was your KPI or key metrics that you are focused for in all the exchanges? This is a number of users, the trading volume or what it was.
My today's KPI was yesterday's double.
Really? This is not a joke?
It's not a joke. It's like, well, it's very...
This is your internal KPI as a person, or it was...
we had some KPIs, for example, for the...
No, I mean, what is the main metric that you are reliable, that you are
Yeah, for sure. It's registration number of the registrations, number of daily active users, trading volume, like different kind of trading volume on spot, trading volume on futures, P2P trading volume, etc. For example, when I started to work in Hobby in HTX, I started from 100 registrations per day when I just joined. By the time I left, there was like more than 1 year. I left when the numbers were like 20,000 users per day.
Okay, but I think it's not enough to make a registration. You need
it's
to
conversion.
You need to activate the user.
You need to convert users.
What is the hardest part in activating users, in the task of activating users?
Actually, it's not very hard. It's pretty easy to activate the users as long as you understand them. Oh, you know what they want.
What do crypto exchanges users want?
I already say they want a good product, they want a good service, and they also need some rewards to start using it.
Really?
Because all the exchanges, they are more or less the same. We're not talking about
what
UI.
is the main difference between all the exchanges? It's in
management.
It's in the details. Management.
Management, yeah. And the attitude of the management.
How does it affect the user experience?
When management agrees with you that we need to do this with me.
Let's say with the growth manager.
Yeah, with the growth manager. When exchanges, like when high-level management agrees with you that, yeah, David, you're right, we need this. We are growing. And then when they're saying like, David, no, we don't need this, but in fact, we really need this.
How you, let's say, protected your idea, or how you support your idea with the numbers. Can you make one of the example of maybe successful cases that were supported and then implemented?
BGET, for example, okay? So it's not very hard to get user be registered on the platform. It's not very hard to convert him from just registration to deposit user to trading user. But it's very hard to keep him trading, to keep him using the platform.
What is the best practice? What is the best practice to convert users to register on the one platform or another? I mean,
to get registered?
Yeah, to get registered.
Just some tasty promotions.
For example,
okay, you register via my link.
Okay.
You complete some task. For example, you do deposit $100, then you do trading volume on spot $100, and then you're gonna get like $5, $10, $15, $20 reward.
This is enough.
Yeah, it's more than
really
enough.
$5, $10, $15 in a reward is enough.
Yep, no joke. Really, no joke. You know why? Because
I have no idea.
Because CIS users, they're famous for the multi-hacking. Yeah. So they're creating multiple accounts.
Why do these users need a lot of more than one account?
Because if one account can get $5 or $10, you register 100 accounts. It's already 1,000.
But this is not a real user. This is the one, and in that case, all these registrations are fake.
Yeah. But sometimes it's when they're being very professional, they're being very careful during the registrations, so they're like separating each account. I can track like from the internal system, I can track lots of things. We also have system like anti-bounty hunters, so we are not letting bounty hunters to join the campaign. So for example, they're eligible, so they register account, they completed all the tasks, but I see, for example, he was registered with the same IP. So 5 users were registered with the same IP.
You do not do this manually. It looks like you have some automated system there.
Yeah, we have the system. And sometimes when they're very smart, I do it manually. I'm tracking which addresses they deposited from.
I get it. Okay.
You got it, right? So for example, he has five accounts, and he deposited same amount of money from one wallet. I can see that.
Okay, so what about KOLs? Is it important to work with KOLs to gain a local market, or they're the main source of traffic?
In crypto, they are the key point of the
Really?
developing.
So if you want to successfully expand your exchange, then you need to be focused on KOLs.
Yeah, it's very comprehensive. So KOLs are bringing you active users. They're bringing you real users who is trading on your platform, who is using it. When we are talking about marketing and PR, usually the conversion from them is very low. So we might have tons of registration, but the conversion rate will be like 1%, 2% maybe. The quality of the users who is coming from PR and marketing and from the users who is coming from KOLs is significantly huge difference.
What you need to do as an exchange to motivate KOL or influencer to move from one exchange to another? What type of offer you need to make him?
You need to make him a unique offer.
Can you make an example of maybe with a ex-influencer?
Yeah, I'll not say the names, okay? But for example, one exchange, they're giving him like 60% rebate plus a little bit like maybe $1,000 of the fixed payment a month. In this case, we are giving him a better offer. So for example, we are giving you also 60% rebate. We're giving you $2,000 a month, and we are giving you exclusive stuff for your audience. So most of the KOLs, most of the influencers, they are looking for something exclusive for their audience because their audience is their everything.
What's the most common thing that can become this exclusive or unique offer?
You're making exclusive airdrop for their audience.
Oh, really? That's how it works?
Yeah. This is how we did in BitGet.
Okay.
And in HTX as well. So we're giving, for example, it depends on the type of the KOL. So for example, if it's a trading KOL, we even can give him like 2 exclusive promotions. For example, first one is for the new users, get registered, do deposit, trade, I don't know, $50. And then the second one is to boost the trading volume. So we are doing trading competition just for his audience. We have a landing page where users can track their rate. We have the rating for them. So they can track like what is their trading volume, what's their P&L, what's their profit amount. So, and they're competing with each other for the best price. One of the most successful campaigns and trading competitions was with the NFT sneakers Steppen.
Really, from Steppen?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. Back in the day, they was so popular. It was like 2022, like somewhere in the beginning of 2022. It was super popular. So what I did is that, yo guys, this is a trading competition. I have some rules for them. And then I give you like some exclusive NFT Steppen sneakers. We had like 2 weeks of the period and I boosted like 200 something million trading volume. And that was so successful. Like this is one of the most successful things what I've done, and also including the conversion rate. The conversion rate was more than 50%.
Can you explain me why these trading contests are so important or so popular? Because I see that every trading influencer do this special content. Why it works? I can't understand.
Because people themselves, the psychology of the people, they love to compete. Always they love to compete. They love to show each other, to prove each other whose is bigger. They love to compete, and also they know themselves. They believe they have a confidence, strong confidence that they are the best, and they want to prove it not only for themselves but also to other people, and also to their favorite KOL.
So this is more about psychology.
Yeah.
I know that you are now not working in any of the exchange, but what can you recommend to the influencers that are currently working with different exchanges, how they can boost the interest of their audience to trade more, to be more active, etc.?
First of all, you need to get trust from your users.
What does it mean?
You need to be in touch with them. So for example, like most of the influencers, they have their own community, but not all of them are very active in this community. So basically, they need to build a bridge where users can contact their KOL, when audience can talk to the KOL directly. This is the first one. Second one, in terms of the boosting audience, converting audience, you need to have some ideas. You need to understand what your users would love to have. You can do some giveaway, like iPhone 5.
I
Pro
heard that
Max
iPhone works better than the money price.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you explain why?
Because money is money. It's just numbers. So people, they also love to get something physical from their idol, let's say. Okay, so for example, like some KOLs are real idols for their audience.
Let's imagine you are a QL with, I don't know, with 10,000 audience. What you will do to boost your results on an exchange?
I do special missions for them. Guys, get registered, do something like, for example, like trade certain amount of money, and then I'll give like 5 ledger, like newest ledger cold wallets giveaway. Just random. It's like just a lottery. I'm just 10,000. 10,000 is not that big. You cannot spend that much money for 10,000 people. So for example, if you have like you're almost 100,000.
10,000 people already registered.
In this case, yeah. So keep on trading. I'm gonna get the data from the manager of this exchange. I'll see like whose trading volume is the highest. I'm gonna just give you like iPhone 5 Pro Max 520 GB or like
also to the top traders.
Yeah, and also like this is for the top traders. So like there is few tiers of the prices, okay, for the rewards. Top tier is like, for example, 2 or 3 iPhones. Tier 2 is I don't know, Ledger Wallet, because Ledger Wallet doesn't cost that much. It costs like $150 to $100, etc. Tier 3, they're gonna share like tier 3. We're gonna have like, I don't know, 20 users, and they're gonna share I don't know, $1,000 equally.
How to contact these users? Because if you don't have an influencer, you have no data about these users. You just have the UID. That's all that you have. You don't know the email. You don't know the Telegram. You don't know anything.
As a KL, right? You're talking as a KL. You can ask your manager in the exchange to send EDM, email direct message.
Oh.
So you exchange as an employee, we cannot disclose the emails to anyone.
I know.
We cannot disclose it.
But you can send a direct email.
Yes, we have UIDs. Even I was working like so many years in the exchange. I've never seen like any emails of the users. In case they send it to me like directly. So I have a list of UIDs, and I only get this UID list. We have a system, like we put it in the system. We put a message in the email, and we're just sending it out. So EDM is also very good things to.
But who's created the message for this EDM? The QL?
Depends on, like, you can create it. KL created himself, or I can create for the KL. His manager, his BD manager, or the operation manager can create for himself.
Is it crucial for the success of KOL to have a tough connect with his BD manager?
It is a key. It is a key. Like you need to be like in good relations with your BD manager.
How it can help in the real world?
In the real world, you're always in touch with him, so you have some ideas you can discuss with your BD manager. Like any idea you have, you can discuss it with your BD manager. And after the discussion, you're coming to the consensus. So for example, your idea is too much. I can offer you this, and then you're like writing the final offer, and then you're doing something.
Talking about users, why do you think they move from one exchange to another? Because I think this is a big headache when you are become familiar with an interface to switch to another one.
Yeah, usually, like speaking about like CIS users, like Russian-speaking users, they don't really love to switch exchanges because
this is only related to the Russian-speaking users or to everyone.
Most of the users, most of the users, they got used to the interface. They got used to everything. Like everything is good for them, so they have no reason to move. But there is some points where users can move. First, if it's a trading like futures trading user, they can move because of the trading fees. So for example, on the exchange where they got used to trading fees is much higher than on another exchange. They go to another exchange, they test it first. If everything is okay, like more or less same, but the fees are lower, they also can go there.
From what size of the fees people started to count it? From maybe what deposit, etc. But I think that the guys with $100, they don't care.
They don't care. So they care about rewards.
Yeah. Oh,
they do care about rewards because if they have like $100, they don't really care where to trade. Whatever exchange is giving them something else, something good, they go trade there. According to my experience, most of the users, they're using like 2, 3, 4 exchanges. So don't put all the eggs in one basket, right? So they're also delegating the risks.
What are the most crucial thing for the power users?
They need exclusive person. They need exclusive account manager.
This is the key.
And like, of course, the fees.
What are the most common problem that they ask the key account manager?
OTC, like big amount OTC. For example, they have fiat, they have dollars.
Okay.
In cash.
Okay.
So they want to buy crypto.
Really?
Usually, yeah. I'll tell you one really good insight. Big whales who is trading like millions of dollars, they are not trading it by hands. They have a trading algorithm who is trading for them. And some of the exchanges, they are not supporting, their API is not supporting it. And this is also a key point. So whenever, yeah, by the way, I also was managing some key account managers who was responsible for the VIP users. The most common thing was like, oh, your API doesn't support my trading algorithm. And in this case, I was solving this issue. Again, I was a bridge, like I'm a guy who's speaking like 3 languages. Like I'm not speaking my mother language right now, right? My mother tongue. Same level, I'm speaking Chinese. So because all the exchanges, it was Chinese, I was like coming to our tech team, telling them like what we need. Like, guys, please help with the API. And then, yeah, somehow it works.
What do you do right now? Or maybe how do you personally get involved in crypto? Because this is a very interesting experience working in exchanges, but how you get involved?
After so many years working in exchanges, like seeing the data, the trading data, I met one very smart guy. I met on one conference in Singapore. We were talking, just like having just conversation, and then we came to the idea to create our own decentralized exchange. The business model is absolutely different from the other exchanges. So basically what we are doing is that we are taking average traders, super average. We're not targeting like VIP traders. We're not targeting like absolutely newbies who is trading like, I don't know, $5. Just average trader. We are not letting them. So we already built a platform. We already announced the MVP right now, like 3 weeks ago. What we are doing is that we are not letting them open a position without a stop loss. The stop loss is like maximum stop loss.
But you can move it.
No, you cannot remove it. You cannot remove the stop loss. You cannot open the position without the stop loss.
Are you sure that this is familiar? This is not familiar. This is a cool key point.
It is, because I saw so many people get liquidated. I saw so many people losing their lost money. I don't want to see that anymore. So I want to build a platform, and we are actually already built a platform which is not letting this crazy users who doesn't know about stop loss to lose all their money. Whenever he's opening the position, for example, he got a stop loss. So the position closed. He got some loss, right? We are giving him back his money.
How it can be.
But if he has a profitable position, we are taking part of the profit. So it's a profit sharing.
But how you can return the money? How you can recover a loss?
At the same time, with the position what users are opening, we are opening hedge position automatically. Hedge position is opening.
What does it mean to open a hedge position? Can you share a real example?
Yeah, I can show you like on my phone right now.
Yeah, sure.
How it works.
Let's do it.
For example, I wanna open the position. I open short today.
Okay.
I got stop loss. I open short. At the same time, by the time I open the short, we have a algorithm which is opening a hedge position on another platform against the short position. So we are lowering the risks with a hedge position.
But
it's very hard to understand because we are opening options. You know options trading.
Yes.
Yeah.
On what platform? On the Vol or the Deribit?
Deribit.
On the Deribit. I get it.
We're automatically opening the options, buying call option or put option.
What are the mathematics under the hood? Because it looks like you need to calculate your own risk in this.
Yeah, this is the thing what I cannot disclose, unfortunately, because if I disclose, so we're gonna have lots of competitors.
So what the idea that I open a position, and I hit a stop loss, you recover some part of it or 100%.
You got 100% of your stop loss. So 5% stop loss, the maximum.
Okay, but you need to pay for the option also.
It's already less. So the option I pay for the option like $80.
You cannot trade without losers. It looks like you cannot, in your ideal world, you cannot lose money, but it cannot be. Somebody must lose money.
Yeah, somebody must lose money, but we are lowering with the option. We are lowering lowering the risk, and then not everyone is trading in loss, right? We are lowering the risk to less than 1% of the losses, and then someone is closing the position in profit. So we're taking this part of the profit. So we have a pool which has in and out, and also at the same time we're hedging all the positions.
I just want to understand it, how it can be.
This can be. I can tell you this can be. I cannot tell you like absolutely all the details because it's like internal kitchen.
How it can be? No. How it can be? Because if you gain money on the market, somebody lost money at the same moment.
If you do a proper risk management, so the percentage of the money what you're losing is like it's very low. The founder what we have right now, he is options master. I call him options master. He spent like more than 5 years of his life 24/7 understanding options and understanding this hedging like the positions, like different kinds of positions.
I know what is options about. I published a post about the options 1 year ago when I was in New York.
Yeah.
So I told to the audience that this will be the next big trend. I have no idea how they plan to use it, but I cannot understand your concept. How you can trade with no losses? No, you must lose money anyway. Maybe the fee is some of amount, but you must.
Yeah, it's like it's impossible not to lose money, like completely not to lose money. But we did the system. If you lose money, you just lose just a little bit. And the business model is actually works because the certain amount of money you are losing, it's not the loss is not as big as the profit. So the profit what we are getting is covering all the losses, and we have some extra.
I don't understand, but someone needs to pay you. If the money in the bank in your pocket, then somebody lost money. Who are the guys who lost money?
There is always someone who is losing money, right? So the opposite part is losing money.
My main concern, usually the options has an expiration date.
Yeah.
But if you, let's say, hit a stop loss in 5 seconds, you will not have a chance to close an option, and you can get a double loss.
No, you can close the option whenever you want, not only during.
But you will need to pay some extra commission for this.
No, you're getting less profit in this case. So usually the fattest options are on the expiration date. If you're closing before the expiration date, you still have profit. But it's a little bit smaller than the expiration date.
Okay. How do you come up to this idea?
We're spontaneous. As I said, we met in Singapore back in the day. After that, we were sitting and thinking like, let's do something what can help, right? So he's like the founder. He's like professional options trading. I'm professional like exchange runner. So it's the best mix ever.
Is this product live or
it's MVP live? Right now. It's whitelisted right now. So that means that the product is already working, but it's not open for everyone. So we are testing right now.
How many users?
200 users. About 200 users. Actually, our target was like to close just 100 users, but because we expected 100 users, but more users, they wanted to try to use it. In the end of the day, after we launch it to the we open it for everyone, we also gonna launch our own token, which is connected to the ecosystem, which you can use.
It's like will be like BNB token or any other DEX token, I guess.
Yeah, our utility token. And plus, in the nearest future, like this couple months, we're gonna do the restaking as well.
Why restaking becomes so popular at the moment?
Because it's very friendly for the users who is staking. You know how this restaking works? So basically, you're staking Ethereum, right? And for the staked Ethereum, you're getting wrapped Ethereum. So you can also stake the wrapped Ethereum, and then you're getting something else. It doesn't matter if your real Ethereum is staked somewhere. You still can use this money, what you're staking.
So all of this will be connected on your platform?
Yeah.
When will be the launch?
Right now, it's a little bit hard to say about this restaking.
I mean, in general, maybe the main functions.
In general, it's about in 2 months.
In 2 months.
Yeah, in 2 months. Right now, the product is already working.
Okay.
But it's in MVP version, right? So we are still fixing some bugs. It's impossible to launch a product without the bugs.
You can try how this hedging works.
For the user, like from his side, it's very easy. He get a stop loss, he got his money back. Because everything behind the scene is going automatically.
What can you recommend to any new buy that you want to join this crypto field market?
Be careful. Stay away from the high leverage futures trading. Because it's just gambling.
What is the average leverage on the exchanges?
On our exchange,
not your own, but maybe on a cohort and the exchanges that you watch.
Depends on the market. So if it's a European market, so it's about 10x, like 10 to 15x, because like mass, right? So average user, they're using like 10, 15, 20x. But yeah, in average, it's like 10 to 15 for European market. For the CIS market, is about 20.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why it's growing?
Because, man, they love to gamble.
I get it.
They don't want to see that little amount of profit when they're okay. Super nervous about it, because newbies are, whenever they're trading futures, they're getting so nervous, and it's like they're going rage. So they feel the adrenaline in their blood. So they see the profit. It's like, oh, I want more and more and more. So usually the psychology of the people, they're just being greedy, and market is punishing all the greedy people. So for the new buys, don't be greedy. This is my advice to them.
Okay, guys, we are done for today. Do what you want to do, because you are the only guys that can solve it.